speaking of group standards and moral standards, stuff like that, I found this interesting video. 33-year-old Japanese guy reacts, why you must never stand out in Japan. So this guy is reacting to this video. I don't know what this is. If you guys want to watch that, we can watch that. I don't, so I just saw this. I thought it looked interesting. I don't know who Mr. Japan is. And I don't know who they're watching.
No talking, no opinions, and don't stand out.
Interesting.
皆さんこんにちは。
Why you must be normal in Japan.
Being normal in Japan is very important. You shouldn't stand out, and you must never say your own opinions.
Crazy.
I can say this is true from my own experience of being bullied.
Yeah, me too, because, you know, like I talked about here so many times that I was bullied in junior high school and high school, so that's 6 years.
My bad.
So
my
yeah,
bad.
I mean, being different is not good, man. It's not good in Japan. You know, like, it's better to stay quiet.
This guy's video.
That's why I don't, you know, like talking to people in Japan. You know, in Japanese especially. Yeah.
In school because I was different. Although I'm Japanese, I grew up in America for 6 years.
That's so interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Okay.
When you search YouTube for why I hate Japan, it's usually about this.
I don't know.
There was an event that brought national debate over school rules in Japan in 2017. It was a story of a girl in Osaka who had natural brown hair that was forced to dye her hair black.
Yo,
School
nah.
rules.
And also, let's say if you're American or, you know, for different countries, and, you know, and if you, let's say if you have blonde hair, right, and if you move to Japan and you don't have black hair, right, because of course not, because you have blonde hair, something like that, right, then you're fine.
Oh,
True.
okay.
Then you're okay, right, because you're clearly different, so it's fine.
But not if you're
If that's the
Japanese
case, why is there a rule
and
for
have
that?
brown hair.
For Japanese, they force that rule, but let's say if you're from different countries and have hair naturally, right, like blonde hair or brown hair, it's fine. But if you look like a Japanese and if you have brown hair, you have to dye your hair black because you look like a Japanese person.
That is
you
so
have different
weird.
Hair color other than black. You must be dyeing your hair, man. Even though in this case she was not doing that, but she was like, hey, you're Japanese and your hair color is not black. Do it. Stupid rule. Stupid society if you think about it, you know?
Her skull was badly damaged from dyeing her hair multiple times, and she turned mentally sick from being scolded by teachers too often.
Oh no.
This is crazy, man, right? This is crazy.
She became unable to go outside, and her parents sued the school.
Yeah,
Although
hikikomori.
there are many critical opinions towards the school about this terrible incident, even now in most schools, students who have natural colored hair or natural perms must go to the hospital to receive a certificate proving that it's natural. I
That's
had
crazy, man. That's crazy.
Wow,
a
bro.
friend in elementary school who had natural perms, so he submitted a
Yeah.
certificate to the school. But the teachers continued to have a cold look at it, so he gave up and shaved his head.
What? That's crazy, man, right? This is happening still. I mean,
Bruh.
it's getting better, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a kid anymore. But when I was a kid, this was the case, definitely. And I didn't like one bit, man. I didn't like one bit.
Each
Understandable.
school has its own rules, so not every school are this crazy. But as a Japanese, I feel that more than 90% of the schools are still like this in Japan.
I mean, hair color is definitely a thing. Like, hair length is kind of depends. Like, you know, yeah, but hair color is, it
For
must
sure.
be black. 100%. And perms? Not good, not good. Piercing? God, no, man. No. Tattoos? No. No tattoos. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Addiction to justice.
Why do Japanese people cherish being normal so much? One way to explain this is because Japanese people are addicted to justice. By natural instinct, humans feel pleasure when we right the wrongs. That being said, people who are craved to feel this pleasure become addicted to justice.
Interesting.
I think he's right, and it's so interesting point. I think so. I mean, that's still happening in Japan a lot.
I think that
Twitter
happens
and
around.
stuff. People like attacking other people, man. In Japan, online, people like attacking other people online. It's crazy and it's so cruel, but it's like that's what's happening in Japan. Online, Yahoo Japan, Twitter, you know, even YouTube comment. They're so mean, man. They're so mean. I don't want to talk to them ever.
Why do humans feel good
I wouldn't
when we
either.
right other people's wrongs? This is because humans
Right?
are social creatures and have lived in groups for over 2
I don't think we do that anymore in Japan, especially places like Tokyo. No one knows each other, and we don't want to talk to each other, man. I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, no one knows their neighbors now. I don't think so, man. This
I heard about that. How like literally people will eat breakfast or eat their lunch from their, like, say they're at work, they'll go out to their car. Sometimes they'll literally just rent an Uber just to travel around, eating lunch and then go back to work. Or It's crazy stuff just to be alone because it's so crowded.
Is that's why maybe it's happening online because it's kind of collective still, like Twitter and stuff, possibly.
So it is a human instinct to exclude the people of the group who acted differently.
I mean, Japan is like on steroid, right? Because it's an island nation, it's isolated. So if you're Japanese and if you're not acting like it, then you're done. You're done for, you know? Maybe that's why I was bullied. Who knows?
Keeping a person who is not a team player or one that disturbs the harmony of the group would lead to a life or death situation. While every human shares this instinct of feeling pleasure when avenging,
Well, Japan was like that up to like 100,
why are Japanese people,
like
especially
end of 19th century.
addicted to it? It is because Japan is a country of natural disasters.
This part's yeah,
That's an interesting take.
yeah.
Okay, let's hear him out. That's interesting. Really? Natural disasters? Okay.
Japan is an island on top of 4 of the 10 crustal plates on Earth. This means there are many volcanoes and earthquakes will frequently occur. Japan is just 0.28% of all land on Earth, but 7% of active
That's wild,
volcanoes
dude.
exist in Japan.
But maybe that's why we have a lot of onsens or hot springs. I love hot springs, man. I love hot springs because hot springs, many places, almost every place on the hot spring places, they don't allow to take pictures or videos, so I cannot show anything like that. But it's like hot spring, natural hot spring. It's awesome. It's awesome.
I heard good
I want to
things.
go there every day if I could.
Therapeutic.
I love hot springs. Maybe thanks to this. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, you just might actually have a volcano explode on you or an earthquake sink you into the ground. Worth it, though.
Happens in Japan. Also, an
That's
average
crazy.
of 26 typhoons pass near or over Japan every year. And
That's so
7
wild.
disasters occur because about 70% of land in Japan are mountains.
Crazy.
In order to survive in such a harsh environment, Japanese people learn to always cooperate with each other.
I don't know. Maybe this was the case back
Yeah,
then.
I
I don't
think
think
this
that's the
is-
case anymore. It's like when stuff like that happen, we just care about our family, right? That's what it is. I don't give a shit about other people's like walking around, running around. I don't think we're gonna help each other anymore. I don't think this is the case, man. I think in the past, maybe he's right about that. In the past,
But something
now,
carries
because
over.
community is dead in Japan. No one talks to each other. It's like let's say Tokyo. I mean, if some stuff, natural disaster happen in Tokyo, I think it's gonna be disastrous. Why? Because no one will help each other. It's because why would they? You know, they don't talk to each other on a daily basis. Why would they help anybody, man? Right? I think this is not the case anymore. But maybe.
Nonetheless,
And
it's
at the
ingrained
same
in their
time,
culture.
to violently attack anyone who wouldn't. If you had one selfish person in an emergency,
Oh,
there's a
I
risk
see, I
it would
see. Yeah,
kill
yeah, yeah, yeah.
everyone in the community.
I think now everyone is selfish. I think no one would help each other, man. I think again, maybe in the past, maybe that's the case.
Bro, it was very cynical.
Many people around
Holy
the world
dude.
praise politeness and cooperation of Japanese people. But in a way you can say, it's a Japanese instinct not to be hated by anyone or to be thought as a traitor.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't really.
I think
talk
there are
to
definitely
anybody
aspects. I mean, we all are human in the end.
in Japanese anymore because I don't wanna. You know, it's a waste of my time. I think. I mean that's why like.
But
when
it just
I get
seems like
on
it's
Twitter, I talk about
amplified
this
in
before
Japan.
when I thought about.
It's like 'cause
it's not like you can get so many.
they're on an
views or
island,
something
right?
like
And so it's
that
just
because, again,
amplified, like.
I've